Come on. Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We have a special guest in the building. He's the owner of the Moonlite Bunny Ranch in Nevada.
Yes.
And he goes by the name of Dennis Hof.
I'm glad to be here.
What's up, Pimpin'?
I'm here having a good time. I got something really great going on.
Talk to me.
Well, first of all,
Charlemagne's brother wants to go to work at the Bunny Ranch.
Okay, now I saw that you have a job opening. You need like testers or something.
Well, yeah, the New York Daily News put something out about us hiring testers, and I think I found my man right here in the lobby.
What does he have to do? How do you test?
Well, what he's got to do is come to Nevada, and I have 7 locations, 3 outside of Las Vegas and 4 in northern Nevada. And Chrissy and I'll give him a list of things that we want to check on. Is the girl, we call it the doho, the girl at the front door. Is she answering the door right?
It's like a secret shopper.
Yeah, exactly. Secret shopper. Then is the bartender serving the right drinks, got the right attitude?
Man, forget all about what about mouth and vagina?
Yes, in the room. Then we get down to in the room.
Okay.
About negotiation. Are they playing the right music? Are they having fun? Do they know all the positions? And so I got to ask him how many positions he knows, because this is very intense.
Well, okay, so I do know a few people have had sex with him. They said it's not that great.
Oh.
You know, so is it like, okay.
Well, it's not up to us to be good, right? It's up to the girls to be good.
Well, no, but I mean, what if some guy comes in and, like, what's the smallest penis you've ever seen?
Well, introduce her first.
Oh, my goodness.
This is Chrissy Summers?
Maybe like 3 inches?
3 inches? What do you do with that?
Not a whole lot.
She's talking about her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
No.
What do you like? What if he says, is it big? You have to tell him yes?
Yeah. You don't want to make him feel bad, so you kind of have to lie.
Yeah, you don't. So, whoa, that's
it's
a big one.
It's an acting job.
It's an acting job.
It is an acting job, but it's fun, you know. And
most sales jobs
like
are though. Most sales jobs are though. It is fun.
Chrissy was a University of Michigan cheerleader.
Oh, really?
Came out, paid off her school loans, and then went back, and now she's 13 months from a PhD.
Nice.
And
is Chrissy your girlfriend now?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's beautiful. Is she fun?
I know you have your memoir.
This is your personal girlfriend?
Yeah.
So do you let other guys smash her?
No.
Smash her.
No smashing.
So she's just here for show then?
She's here to hang out
I used to
with...
work in the business, but I'm actually retired. Or I make myself sound old when I say
you're
retired.
Like 20-something.
Now she's going to school, and
I'm going to school for my PhD.
Oh, I know what's going on here, Dennis.
Yeah.
What's that?
She got that good poom poom.
The best.
Dennis was like,
the best there is.
Right. Dennis was like, nope, I'm not selling this. I'm keeping this for myself.
He has a way of describing things that are so great. I love the way you describe stuff.
Now, do you have overweight women in your
Well, there's a few, but there's not a huge demand
if somebody
for
wants
it.
a big fat girl. If somebody wants a big fat girl.
Well, they would call it a BBW.
Okay,
Big,
BBW. I like my girls.
Drake likes
BBW.
his women BBW.
Yeah? You like the big girls?
No, you said Drake. Drake's a rapper.
Oh, Drake. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say Drake.
It's
So
part
you
of
have
the song.
big girls.
Wait, they're not overly big. I mean, I get a lot of them that apply, but there's not a whole lot of demand.
Could you say that one more time?
We call them thick.
Could you say that it's not a whole lot of demand for fat chicks? Could you just say it, please?
Stop.
Yeah, say it.
Oh my God!
That's the motivation for them to get right for the summer.
I'll be on CNN and I'll be up there fighting with Nancy Grace like we did
Again.
last week. You said fat chicks can't make money, Dennis, Mr. Hoff. In fact, Chrissy, what did Nancy Grace say to me about the devil?
Oh, when you said prostitution's not going away, she's like, you want to know why prostitution's not going away? Because of the devil. That's what she said. Exactly like that. Yeah.
You should have said no. The devil has nothing to do with people wanting to buy.
My goodness, I'm glad
You should have said.
Yeah, exactly. What I wanted to say was, does the devil wear thigh highs or pantyhose? I don't know.
My goodness.
But she would have her head would have spun out.
Now,
Well,
what
your personal
nationalities are the
preference.
least loved in your thing? Like, what's the most loved nationality and what's the least loved?
Well, I think
Like,
blonde,
who's not working?
I think blondes are probably it. The
Blondes are a nationality?
I don't know about no. I mean, I'm talking about as far as demand. I think blondes are number one. As far as nationality, gosh, you know what? If we are car dealers, you know what we'd say? There's an ass for every seat.
Okay.
And so it just kind of
As long
it
as
works
the girl's
out.
beautiful, it doesn't matter if she has blonde hair, if she's brunette, or if she's black or white
black
or
girls are working.
Hispanic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful black girls.
What about Asian?
Then it's telling
Asian
you
women.
We don't
It's
really
a
have
little,
any
not as many
Asians
Asian
right
girls
now.
want to
We
go to
should.
work, but yes, we do hire Asian girls. Like Angela would make.
Dennis, tell him you specialize in pink
I make a
pussy.
killing.
What?
Tell him you specialize in pink pussy. It don't matter what color the outside is.
Guys, are we on real radio? Can I say that kind of stuff?
You're not really
I don't want
supposed
you
to.
losing
I don't
your
know why
license.
Charlamagne keeps saying that.
Huh? Are you bleeping him? Is that what you're
Yes.
doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be great if he would say vagina or something.
Yeah, I'm so used to keeping it politically correct.
Nah, we can go where? Well, who gets the most work on your farm?
Farm.
Farm.
The farm.
Yeah, the farm. It's a farm.
No, it's a ranch.
Absolutely.
Farm. We grow our own vagina here. It's all organic. Okay?
No. People are working, developing new product for me right now in the backseat of a car somewhere.
Gotcha.
Because 18 years from now, they'll be coming to work for me. I mean, what's Chris Rock said? The big challenge is keeping your daughter off the pole.
Right.
Keeping her off the pole and off reality TV nowadays.
Exactly.
So who gets the most work on the ranch?
Well, I think it's really split up. I would have to truthfully say that the girl with the greatest personality and people skills, because it's as much about that as it is the sex. I mean, a lot of guys come in there and what they're missing is fun in their life. You know, they're married. He's getting up at 6 a.m. to go to work. She goes to work at 4 p.m. Their days off are different. They have hallway sex. They say F you walking down the hallway to each other. That's what they have. So they're missing that fun. And
they want to get peed on. They want to suck farts out of butts. They want to get tied up.
I love this guy. I love this guy. So, but Chrissy, now Chrissy, tell them about your when she came to work there. She'd been with one guy one time, and then with me.
Yeah, it was.
And her first party, she got picked out of the lineup. Okay, first party, yeah.
Dennis, now
Tell
you
him-
fell for that.
Oh no, it's real. Trust
It's
me.
a real deal. I used to date a preacher's son, actually, seriously, for like 3 years.
But what about your first party?
My first party, some guy picked me out of the lineup, and he paid me $2,500 to pray for me, but he wanted me to masturbate with my clothes on. That's it. No sex or anything.
Leave
Wanted you to masturbate with your clothes on?
your clothes on.
Like rub myself over my clothes.
Really?
Now, if that don't make you sound
$25
normal,
for
you feel better about yourself.
I
right
would
now,
have did that
don't
for
you?
$2,500.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna say, how did that? I'd put my
We
hand.
like,
pray
I just
together
need-
and then he masturbates with my clothes on? Fine.
I'm like, I just need you to come in here a few more times so I can pay off my student loans so it's easy.
Trying
no
to
sex.
save her. You know, there's a lot of guys like that. Captain Save-A-Ho. You know, they want to come in and save girls. When the girls are there for a reason, they're there for a goal. You know, a lot of girls come in and work. They got married young. They didn't get the education they need, and the guy disappears, and now they got no money, and so they're looking for something where they can make $5 or $10,000 in 4 or 5 days, and that's it. I mean, the average girl works a week out of the month and makes $100,000 a year. Average girl. Top girls are making $500,000 a year.
Goodness great. Now, what about, I'm sorry.
Well, you've had one of the girls in here, Brooke Taylor.
Yeah.
I love Brooke.
She makes more money than she can spend.
I love
I
Brooke.
was asked about
They
streaming.
actually
I see
follow each
streaming
other on
heavy.
Twitter.
That's my boo.
You're streaming heavy now.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of streaming on Saturday nights. We stream it at the Bunny Ranch. Chrissy hosts the show, and basically it's a video lineup. So you're going to get to meet 15 or 20 or 30 girls in a night. Chrissy's going to interview them. Where'd you come from? You know, why are you here? You know, give me some background about you. You know, how'd you lose your virginity? Who
So
was
you
that
can
lucky
pray
guy?
at home while you watch the stream.
Pray at
Yeah,
home.
exactly.
You know what? That's why that guy doesn't come in and see you anymore.
I'm gone. I'm already saved. I'm out of business.
All
So he
right.
doesn't come back.
All right.
You were kind of Captain Save-A-Ho too, Dennis.
You know, come to think of it, I think I
Yeah,
am.
Dennis.
I
Yeah.
am. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She was a fan. Chrissy is the reason why you use parental controls on your TV, because at 15, she was watching Cathouse, and here we are.
Wow.
15.
I was grounded. My mom's a Southern Baptist, so they were really crazy religious. It's
How does your mom
about
feel
it?
now?
Huh?
How do they feel about it?
They don't like the business. Heck no, they don't like the business.
But you don't care. F that.
Yeah.
But you still
I'm
can come
not-
home. Can you bring Dennis home?
Yeah, of course I can.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
It's different.
Are
I
you
mean,
knocking her down naturally, Dennis? Or you got to use like Cialis?
Oh no, I'm doing it all. Everything. It depends how much I've been
Knocking her
partying
down
and what we've been
naturally.
doing and all that. Oh yeah, you
He's
got to be
so
prepared.
blunt. I love it.
I've got these girls. I got 3 new girls at the ranch: Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra. That's their names.
Gotcha.
Now, is it hard for you, Chrissy? Because I know the women get very jealous and possessive over Dennis, and they tend to hate whoever Dennis is dating.
they're pretty nice to me to my face. I don't know. Well, okay, they're pretty nice to me when Dennis is around. When I sit alone with them, they're kind of catty and talk mean things about certain things.
You let them bitches know you the queen of the ranch.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, I don't listen to them at all, though. I'm just like, whatever. I don't
But are you
listen.
nervous because, you know, Dennis, every time I see you, you have a different girlfriend.
Well, I've had 4 or
just
5
came to work in the
thousands.
ranch. Does that make you feel like Is there an expiration date on you?
Yeah, I
No.
think every girl that's
No.
ever been with him
Not
feels
Chrissy.
that way.
Chrissy's the one. Look, it
You
took,
sure you're not leasing, Chrissy?
it took me 4,000
Leasing.
girls to find the right one, and I've got the right one
You
now.
had sex with 4,000 girls? My man DH, baby. You don't play no games. You are the designated hitter for real. Jesus Christ. Does Brooke still work there?
Brooke's still there. She's doing great, and we see her all the time, and she's as sweet as can be.
Yeah, that's my
Why don't you
homie.
come out and party with her?
I've hung out with Brooke a few times.
Oh, we want to talk about it?
You saw that
Nah, I
body
never had sex
Good.
with her.
On 1 to 10, how was it?
I never had sex with her. I tied her up.
What's holding her back? Can we fly him out there and do a thing from the ranch while he's in the room with Brooke?
That would be
Well,
amazing.
I'm married now, so what I would like to do is come out to the ranch and pray for the girls.
Or you could always bring your wife.
Yeah, you
because
can
they
bring
do
your
welcome
wife.
couples.
Yeah, bring
That
your
would be
wife.
dope.
Threesome.
So
Yeah.
they do threesomes at the ranch too?
All the time.
That's crazy.
All the time.
That's number one. If the Family Feud was having a top sexual thing about men, it would be a threesome. Every man thinks about it. Like when I walked in here, I looked at Sasha and I thought about her and Chrissy, and I had them stripped down in my mind, and I had them
She
doing all
said,
kinds
"Oh
of
my
crazy
gosh."
things.
Nice.
Sasha's
I mean,
down.
don't you guys think like that too?
Absolutely.
Oh, that was back in my old days. I'm married now.
Why
Wait a
Sasha,
minute.
though? You think Sasha would be down for that?
I don't know. I got to ask her.
Chrissy,
Sasha,
you think
Whoa.
Sasha would be down for that?
Sasha, can you go
I
on the
don't
mic,
know.
please?
It's hard
Sasha,
to
can you
tell.
give
Sasha's
Chrissy a little
hot.
hug.
Sasha's hot though.
I think she'd do it.
Sasha, she's shaking her
Sasha's
head no,
hot.
but she's smiling. That's that awkward smile.
She can go to the ranch and
She's
1
hot.
week at the month and make $100,000.
Oh, yeah. I can
She's
have her
hot,
work
but
weekends.
I'm really picky
Yeah.
with
Sasha
girls.
work-
But she's hot, but I'm really picky with girls.
But you see, she's hot.
Really picky.
I do have a fantasy. I do want to see like 4 girls all masturbating at the same time, and then they all like squirt at the same time.
But you wanted small people at one time.
Sounds very coordinated.
Midgets.
You can't say that word.
Midgets?
Yeah,
That's
little
hard. That's
people.
hard to coordinate that because it takes a lot of excitement, and to get it coordinated all at the same.
Yeah.
It might be one, and 10 seconds later another one, or 15 seconds. But we can work that. We'll fix your fantasy.
You got a book out too, right?
I got a book out that's amazing. I tell all the stories. I tell what the girls are doing in the rooms to keep the men happy. It should have said what Harvard Business School didn't teach you. And it's got testimonials from all my buddies and the owner of the Lakers to just you name it, radio hosts and crazy Ron Jeremy and I are
So
crazy.
Ron Jeremy's your best friend?
Ron's my best friend, and we were in New York last week, and he's my best friend, and he's the craziest guy in the world, and he's probably the only guy I know that has slept with more girls than me.
The name of the book is Something Pimpin', right?
The Art of the Pimp.
So you don't mind being called a pimp?
Well, I don't mind. It depends on who's saying it.
Gotcha.
If you guys are saying it, or my rapper friends are saying it,
Yeah.
we're fine. Sean Hannity says it.
Nancy
guess what?
Grace,
It's
yeah,
on.
yeah.
It's on.
'Cause he's saying it in a
Excuse
negative
me.
connotation.
Exactly. It's like you using the N-word with him.
Yeah.
Okay. It happens. Guys, they use it with me, and it's like, yeah, cool, because I'm one of the guys, and so it just depends on who's using the word
Gotcha.
and what context they're using it. But when it was when a square. I spoke at the Sorbonne. I had the honor of speaking at the most famous place in France 3 weeks ago, and somebody said something about a pimp, and we're gonna go get down, okay, and especially on TV shows like Nancy Grace last week. I had her head spinning, puking green stuff.
I don't understand why she's coming down so hard on you, though, because it's like she's trying to get you to outlaw sex, but isn't it legal in Nevada?
It's legal in Nevada, every place but Las Vegas and Reno. Now people think it's legal in Vegas because
Because
they
it's
think
all over the place.
and a couple thousand people get arrested every month in Las Vegas hiring hookers.
They
they
really
think
stand
it's
outside
legal.
and hand out like flyers where you can
Exactly.
call the girls to your room. So
Yeah.
it
We'll
seems
get a
like
girl
it's
to your
legal.
room faster than the pizza.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's what they say. And they got billboard trucks running. It's all illegal. And the
Wow.
cops set up sting operations, and they arrest a lot of famous people. You know, they're grabbing a lot of people. But you got to legalize the business. You got
That's
to take
crazy. I didn't know that.
Look, it didn't work with liquor. Prohibition didn't work. The criminals made the money. It didn't work. You see what the deal with weed is. That hasn't worked. And now that weed is getting legal in a lot of states, the drug cartel is shifting to heroin. That's the big deal now.
Yeah.
And it's not going to work. The numbers, the mob guys. We were down in Little Italy last night talking. I said, Dennis, use this analogy. The mob made a fortune off numbers games. Now who makes that money? The lotto.
Right.
Takes in billions of dollars. So prohibition doesn't work. They've got to legalize it. I've got the answer. Every politician should read my damn book, and everybody else should be calling their politicians and say, hey, let's do it this way. We're tired of sex trafficking of underage girls. It's repulsive.
Are you far from the strip?
Okay, Envy.
No,
I'll have a limo come for you.
No.
And your wife.
That's all right.
Just like get a weekend of the fight.
Just a little.
I was going to ask that. I was going to say, do you when you have the fights in Vegas, there's like your traffic go times 10?
Oh yeah, the limo's running back and forth. My places, I have 3 places in Southern Nevada that are 1 hour from the Strip. In Northern Nevada, where the Bunny Ranch is, I have 4 places up there. But you fly into Reno. Reno, it's a Reno Lake Tahoe thing. But yeah, during the fights, Final Four. I mean, when there's an event in Vegas or
we have the iHeartRadio Festival coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I need to come down to that. It's always fun. And so yeah, but it's just the book is fun. It's a great read. I took the book to a guy named Robert Grossman. And Robert Grossman is America's cartoonist. He does all the covers of New Yorker magazine, Time magazine, cartoon guy, and he did a 32-page comic book that's a part of the book.
You can imagine with that cartoon.
It's about my whole
Right.
life. It's got Chrissy in it. It's got Ron, Heidi Fleiss, Larry Flynn, Andy Kaufman. It's all my friends over the years.
I saw you and Heidi Fleiss running around the city.
Yeah, Heidi's my buddy.
What happened with her dude ranch that she was?
Her stud ranch.
She
her
wanted
stud
what
farm,
she
yeah.
wanted to do is have a place in Southern Nevada, and that's how she got me interested in Southern Nevada, because the Bunny Ranch is the flagship. I mean, it's the most famous place in the world. She wanted a Heidi's stud farm, which would be perfect for your brother. And
he doesn't like guys, I don't think.
Well, it was for girls.
He looked because
it was for girls.
He worked there.
Black.
Yeah, exactly.
He made a lot of money off him in the slave days.
He didn't look gay to me, so it's for girls, all right? And so, but Heidi got herself in trouble. She's got this meth thing going on. She's an absolute, Chrissy will tell you, the most healthy person you've ever met. Eats nuts and apples and everything's organic. And she's got the meth deal, and she fights it. It's a constant fight. And so she got herself in trouble, and we couldn't get a license. So I just bought the places and run them like that. But
you wouldn't open up one for guys?
Well, it's going to happen someday. I think it's a little premature. I'm seeing, especially in my book, when I talk to women radio hosts around the country, they're focusing on the business aspect. As women get more into business and more in the professional field, and that number's growing at all times, and they appreciate it. Look. The job at the Bunny Ranch, being a bunny, is the only job that I know of where women make more money than men, like 4, 5, 6 times as much money as men. I mean, you got girls making serious money, where if a man was in the business, the money might not be that big. The other part of it is, can your brother perform multiple times a day with a chick that may not be too attractive, or that heavy set girl?
Yeah, exactly. He's like backup.
You're
He
describing him
definitely
to
can.
a T.
No.
First of all, he loves fours
and he does that
loves
for
fat
free
chicks.
all the time.
All
he
the
does
time.
it for free. He always
I call him a 4. That's what I call him. He loves 4s and he loves fat chicks. You have just described him to a T. We just found him another job.
We got another job.
We just found Wax another job.
I don't say his name, this guy here.
Wax ain't married, ain't got no girl, nothing. He
just had several kids by different women.
Allegedly.
You just described him to a
you know what?
T.
I got to take him out. We did Maury put together an hour show for us just because of the book, and we love Maury. We've been doing stuff for him forever. But we're going to get him out there. We're getting him out there on the baby daddy deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we get him out there on that?
Yeah, we could.
On baby daddy?
Now, what about if somebody wants to have prego sex? Do you have pregnant girls working?
There was one like a
Yeah,
long time
they
ago
come
before
in
I
there
was there.
and what the guy that
That's a
wants
bit much.
That is a
Wait
bit
minute.
much.
No.
Dennis,
Let me tell you what it's about. First of all, it's a little bit of a fetish for guys that have never been there. If you've never been with a pregnant woman,
And the vagina is juicy as pregnant.
yeah, absolutely.
And he's
Stays wet.
been with the pregnant women.
And they're
all
very
the time.
they're very horny.
They're very horny.
The other thing is, it's the guy that had kids 25 years ago, wanting to relive that thing that he did with his wife, that crazy time, because the girls are typically very active when they're pregnant, and I think you described it very well. So a girl
You should take that flavor off the menu.
You think that was gone?
I think
That's
it's
too
a bit
much.
Now, what about women? A lot of women that come by want another woman?
12 to 15% of our business now is couples. Like you'd be perfect. I mean, you'd come out there, bring the wife.
I'll pass.
But just get a little massage or something. And couples and single women. As women are more executives and have more money, their time becomes more valuable. They don't have time to go out and date. They don't want to mess with it. And that's people have a description of a prostitute. All of them are drug addicts, and all of them are this and that, been abused. That's bull when you legalize it, right? It's the same way with customers. All the customers are disgusting. All they're awful. No, they're guys that have money, and their time is worth more, and they can't get caught doing something stupid. They're big-time money people. We have billionaires flying in there, the big jets and all that, because they can't get in any trouble.
True.
And look. If Larry Flint was here, his last book said that a politician loses his reputation and his job every 6 months in America for the last 30 years. Look at the big-time people. Elliot Spitzer, your governor. This idiot is bringing girls across state line for prostitution purposes, while as governor he's prosecuting heavy against the sex crimes.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I mean, if you're into chicks and prostitutes, don't be out there prosecuting them. Same way, if you're a weed smoker, don't be a prosecutor that's beating up people for smoking weed.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Do you think that girls who have never gotten paid for their pussy are more judgmental of the bunnies?
Always judgmental. They're jealous. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't say jealous. I'd say judgmental for sure, though, because they don't know the business. But
well, I think if you're working in a job, working 40 hours a week, and coming home after 2 weeks of work with $662, and you see a chick at the bunny ranch making that in an hour, yeah, I think they're a little bit jealous. I think more than you realize. The haters out there that are looking at the Air Force Amy's and the Brooks. Brooks living in a big, beautiful home. She's driving her fourth or fifth new Mercedes.
She's in a pretty nice hotel when she comes to town.
Yeah,
Whoa.
exactly. Okay. All right, little hips, lips, and fingertips. All right, brother.
All right. Now, question. Now you do you fly extravagantly? Do you fly private and all that?
I don't fly private because I don't like private planes.
Right.
I always fly first class. I mean, like we went to Paris, we fly first class, and we get to lay down beds and all that. And I think that's a better way for me. I stay in nice hotels, but I still have my roots of being a poor kid from Phoenix, mailman father. So it wasn't like I was born with privilege by any means. I didn't have the people to help me get an education. So I did it on my own. I was dumb enough. The problem, the reason the bunny ranch works so well is because a lot of times the price of sex is having kids and getting diseases. And it happens so much. 1 out of 4 girls in the young girl age group, 16 to like 22 or something, per the CDC, has an STD in America now. And our business thrives on that because all the girls are tested every week. There's no problems.
So when they get HIV or herpes or something, you just kick them out?
There's never been a case since 1981.
But yeah, if it did happen, they wouldn't get to work there
Mandatory
anyway.
testing since 72. Condoms went in 81. And there's never been a case. Porn industry can't say that. Hefner had a playmate that happened to. So it's really safe. And that's another reason the big shooters will come there because he doesn't want. I don't party with civilian chicks. I quit like 12 or 14 years ago. Nope. Disease rates are too high. I'm out making appearances. I can pick up $5 or $10 grand every Friday and Saturday night the rest of my life.
Wow.
Making appearances, right? And going and doing radio and having fun. But when you're around these square girls and you have all these opportunities and you're not going to do anything about it because you're terrified of diseases, people need to be afraid of that.
What about curable diseases? If they get like a chlamydia, gonorrhea, do you keep them around and say, hey, take a couple weeks off?
Oh, yeah, but they don't get it. What we see, here's what we see. Every year with my 7 operations, we'll see 5 to 8 girls, 18 to 20 years old, never worked in the business. Most of them say they've been monogamous, come up with chlamydia. And so then they go through the testing, they meet with the health department, and a week later they can work. And after that, they get it. After that, there's like, you know what? Boyfriend, no boyfriend, we're using condoms.
Right. The question now, with any of the girls, are you ever nervous that a girl might leave the ranch and then decide to write a tell-all book or leak some information that can,
What they going to say? They took it up the ass?
No, but they talk about some politicians or, like he said, some basketball players, celebrities, or presidents.
It's a great question, and we have a contract that is ironclad, and they know I'll keep them in court. I'll ruin their life. You snitch, exactly. And our business is built on privacy and discretion. And heck, we had a gal that after she was working for us, we got rid of her for some reason. She said that she was with Tiger Woods. I don't believe it at all. and she put the bunny ranch in it and all that. And we went after her. I went right to the media and got her on TV shows and
You wasted
just
some money with that
berated
one.
her.
It was about 100 girls that came out and said they was with Tiger.
Yeah.
And they were lying. And it's this poor guy. You can't fight back on something like that. They were lying. I know the porn industry was recommending that the girls say you were with Tiger. Say you're with Tiger. It'll be good for your career. And they're just beating this guy up. I'll bet you out of those 15 or 20 girls, only 2 or 3. I know the one that was with him for a couple of years, Jocelyn James. And she was with him. She's worked for us. She does porn, and she was with him. She told me she got pregnant by him a couple times. And but she traveled with him and went all the tours. So the point is,
she didn't keep the baby.
No, well, that's what I said. What the hell is wrong with you?
Goodness
That sounds like $100 million paycheck to
Yeah,
me.
kept that little Tiger.
We know you would have.
So what about Cosby?
I never liked Cosby, and I've never said anything good about him ever. And people would say, well, why? Is it because he was around Tahoe a lot. And
What is Tahoe?
Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
I'm right between Reno and Lake Tahoe.
I was thinking of the truck. I was like, why was he around this SUV all the time?
Exactly. That's probably what they named it. But he was around Tahoe a lot. Okay, and nobody liked him. He's just an arrogant guy. I mean, I love
Huxtable?
I love the fact.
Dr. Huxtable,
I
pretty
love
sad.
the fact that a black comedian took him down.
Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, I love that guy. You know why? Because he was out there throwing those black comedians in the mud for saying, you need to do this and you need to do that.
Not just comedians, black men in general.
Yeah, men.
Yeah.
Well, but he was after. He was talking about the black comedians too. He focused on.
He wanted them to clean up their act.
exactly,
And have
so they could be like him. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
They don't want to be like him. But now Janice Dickinson came out and said that, and she's a bit of a whack case. We all
Right.
know.
That's why I
everybody
believed
knows
it at
But
first.
she came out
yeah.
and said when she was in Tahoe, that she got doused by him and all this happened, blah, blah, blah. Everybody went, yeah, whatever. But the guy that worked on my book with me, Pablo Fenvez, the writer, wrote her book also for Judith Regan. And he said, he came on CNN and said, yes, she told me this whole story.
And they took it out of the book, right?
And they took it out of the book because the lawyers said, this guy is too big to be saying that kind of stuff about. He will attack us. And I know his lawyers, Marty Singer, they attack anybody that says anything bad about this guy.
And that's why a lot of women wouldn't come forward.
Yeah, and that's terrible.
Well, 60-something of them did.
It's a
I think it
long
was
list.
Like, yeah.
It's
Now
a-
let me ask you this: on the menu there, can you do things like put a strap on and do it? Is that on the menu?
Go ahead,
Absolutely.
She got a menu.
I'm just
Absolutely.
asking.
We got menus here for you. Your brother's going to need to learn something to make sure he knows all this
He likes
stuff.
pictures.
Before-
Whenever we go to restaurants, he can't look at a menu unless there's pictures on it. Do you have pictures
You
of
like
certain
pictures?
varieties of
I do.
vaginas?
I've got pictures of your friend that stays in nice hotels here, Brooke. And, yeah, I got it right here. And,
Hold on, do I need to put a surgical mask on? You pulling out a plastic bag. What is that?
well, there you go. There's a menu in there. And
My
there you
man,
go.
Dennis Hof.
The menu.
The menu's always
the,
changing.
The menu. We're always changing it up, but Brooke's in there. And
You've been on Oprah?
we've been on everything. Brooke nailed. Oprah said to Brooke,
Look at my Brooke.
I've been doing this show since 1763, and I've never had a guest like you. Oprah said that.
Brooke is a very fun girl.
Yeah, she's very funny.
There you go,
Keep it in your
Solomon.
pocket. That's a good luck charm.
Now, any crazy dads ever come to the ranch and be like, you got my daughter in there?
Well, we did have a situation where there was a guy came in, and they hit the bell. All the girls come out and line up, and his daughter was in the lineup.
Holy
no.
cow.
And she said, he says, "What are you doing here?" And she
Tell
says,
us some-
"What are you doing here?" She told him, and they looked at each other and they smiled and said, "I won't tell Mom if you won't."
That's funny.
And they hugged, and she helped him pick out the right girl because she knew the girls, and she said, I got the girl for you, Dad.
Now, what if he did something where he was blindfolded and he didn't care who it was, and then she came in and had
Oh
sex?
my
disgusting.
gosh.
Well, she wouldn't have been
Too far.
blindfolded, and she would have said, "No, that's my
That would
dad."
be crazy. Or don't y'all do those things where you just stick your penis in a hole and somebody jerks you off?
No,
Y'all don't do that?
It's not like a peep show.
think you-
Glory hole, I think.
You're thinking of Show World 20 years ago in Times Square.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Well, we appreciate you joining us today.
It's always fun. You guys are great.
We
You're
need to
always
come
great
out. We
fun.
need to come out to the
Y'all are
bunny ranch.
hilarious.
Let's broadcast from the ranch.
Yes.
Come on. Let's do it.
He's like,
get
yes,
you
I'm
out
getting
here.
my
He
first
said
flight
yes.
out there.
Get your
We
brother
have to get that
working.
approved by our bosses. We're
Call
bosses.
Ray up here right now. Ray's our sales guy.
Yeah,
We
let's
should
get
make
him
that
up here.
happen.
We'll work out something. And I need your brother. He's into 4 and big. Is that what it is?
He loves fours and fat chicks. When we was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, he had sex with a girl. The girl had to be at least 375.
Oh, that's
5'4".
nasty.
No, he does like big
375 for 5'4"?
Yes.
Oh, that's bad. That's not much taller
kisses
than
his
me.
mouth.
I mean, is this like an urban myth about black guys liking big butts, though, or is that real?
No, it's real.
That's right.
It's real? Okay. So then he's just, it's okay.
No,
You
it's the
think
difference
it's
between having a
real?
big butt like Nicki Minaj or Iggy Azalea and being fat like Gabourey Sidibe. As you said, fat girls are not in high demand out here.
Oh, my God.
You said it. I just agree.
Okay.
But we appreciate you again.
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Always
Dennis
fun, guys.
Hof, and what's your name again?
Chrissy Summers.
There you go.
You want to show some titties before you leave, Chrissy, or that's against the rules?
I can show him, I guess.
Come on.
She's got amazing
I don't wear-
boobs. I
like
like this
this.
guy. I like this.
I like the nipples.
Let's see
Let's
the-
see.
Okay.
Whoa!
You guys are so immature.
Chrissy! Hey!
Okay, Sasha, your turn.
That's a good one there, Dennis. You got a good one right there.
The Breakfast Club. Good
You better
morning.
be with her next time we see you, okay? Or I'm going to bring it up.